So I went to this party back in the day when I was married, and it was my ex-husband's friends. So they really weren't warm and fuzzy with me anyway. But everybody's throwing some beers back, and it's a housewarming party. And there's this guy that's pretty much three sheets to the wind, and he's got a boot on his ankle because he broke it, and he's been rehabilitating this for months, and now he's in the stages of recovery, and he's walking around with this thing, and he's just slinging his words and slurring, and so I'm like, hey, what happened to your foot? And he's like, what do you care? And I'm like, well, I actually do care. I just want to know, are you in pain? Like, what happened? And he's like, well, I fell and blah, blah. And he's very abrasive, and he's in my face. And my friends that were having the party, my ex-husband's friends that were having the party, they knew my style. Like, if I have an opportunity to, spread the love of Jesus, I'm probably going to do so. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, I got an opportunity here. So you might want to, take your friends and go in the other room. And I just gave him that eye contact. I'm verbalizing things through expression. And I think he got the clue because kind of, some of them meandered out to the porch or whatnot. So it's me and this guy and his girlfriend, and a couple of other people are, just listening. And I'm like, well, would you care if I prayed for it? And he's like, be my guest. He's like, ain't nothing gonna happen anyway. He's like, what, you think you got the power? He's like, you think you're gonna do something? And I'm like, actually, no, I don't. I have no power whatsoever. But I do think that Jesus might want to, give you some healing. And he's like, fine, go for it. Do what you need to do. And he's like trying to taunt. And I'm thinking, I'm always up for a challenge. So I put my hands, on the boot. And I'm like, okay, Holy Spirit, come. Jesus, heal this thing. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, ow, it's hot. It's hot. And I'm like, okay, more, Lord. He goes, don't say that. It's getting hotter. And I'm like, well, do something you couldn't do before. And he's like, I can wiggle my toes. And I'm like, look, I know that, you don't know me, and you probably think I'm a wackadoo, but would you be willing to take off the boot? And he's like, I want to see this. There ain't nothing going on. I don't even know what's happening. So he's begrudgingly taking off this boot, and his ankle's healed. So, the foot has motion, the whole ankle, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, okay, well, there you go. And he's like, I don't understand. He's like, I'm really sorry. It's as if he sobered up, and he starts apologizing to me for being so, in my face. And I'm like, it's not a big deal, buddy. You see, we've cleared the room. That's all that really matters is you got what you needed, and I just did my part.